We're just gonna get started with a march on the spot, but you could march around your apartment, your house, if you're outside. So as always, this is a circuit style workout. I will be counting the time for you and letting you know what moves to do, giving you a heads up. When the time comes to change the move, so you don't have to count reps or anything, you just have to do the moves with me. But as always, this is a self-regulated rest style workout. So you choose when you need to rest, work until you have to rest, and then stop and take a rest and join back in the circuit wherever I am in the circuit. You don't have to stop when I stop because I have to stop and take my own rest too. I'm just gonna close this window. There. Keep some water nearby. Workout is about 20 minutes. We'll do a nice 3 to 5 minute warm up. I often turn to the side for everyone who's new, so you can see my form from different angles. You do not have to do that. Today we're gonna do like a full body metabolic conditioning workout. You can use dumbbells if you want. I'm gonna use my little plates that I have. Show you variations of those. Maybe I'll put those there. You don't have to use weight though. You can start stepping side to side, arms out and in. As always, you never have to use weights. You can always just do body weight and just squeeze your muscles real hard as we do the movements. And arms up and down. And also, and start kicking your heels to the back if you can. Another thing too is you do not have to match the tempo that I go at with how fast or slow I'm doing my reps. You go at the tempo that you need to go at for the best of your ability. Same with the modifications I'll show you for each move. You choose which modification you can do to the best of your own personal ability. And I'll show you lots of different progressions and regressions. Okay, come bring it back in. And now we'll just do a few body weight squats. Get the hips warmed up and the knees a little more. Dropping down so your thighs are parallel to the floor. If you can't get that low, then just use the couch. Sit on the couch or a chair, whatever you have handy. Some spinal twists, just standing up straight, nice easy swing side to side. You could put a little reach in it if you want with your arms. Warming up the spine, getting the blood flowing. All right, lunges. You can do reverse lunges, step back and drop your knee down. If you have bad knees and you can't lunge, you can just step back like this and not drop down. Or you can just stick to your squat or your squat to your couch. So we do have lunges in the upcoming circuit. So same thing applies if you can't do lunges. We're actually going to be doing forward lunges this way with the rope. So if you can't do those, you can just step forward. Or if that's still too much for your knee, step backwards. This is the safest for your knee, is stepping backwards like this. Okay, enough of the lunges. We're gonna do a few push-ups. Now with push-ups, you have to pick how, oh, good morning, Beverly Toronto. My mom's on Facebook watching. Push-ups, we're gonna be doing these throughout as well, so you can do the hard version on your toes. Easier version, drop to your knees. Even easier, come up at an incline on the couch, or a higher incline makes it even easier. And you could even do them against the wall if you need to. The higher the incline, the easier they are. So do about 4 push-ups to the best of your ability, and then come back up and do some more body weight squats with me. And 4 more lunges. We'll do 2 on each side. And 4 more push-ups, however you're doing your push-ups today. Okay, grab some water. We're gonna get started in a few seconds. I'm gonna gonna just turn the AC. It's not very warm here, but it's like muggy and I need the AC on. It's only like 13 Celsius outside right now. Okay, starting our first move in 5, 4, 3, grab dumbbells if you have them. First move is this, you can start anytime. Lunging forward and rowing, pushing back, alternating legs. Dumbbells or soup cans or detergent jugs, whatever you're holding as weight at your side. Holding that lunge, rowing. Your row is tight to your body. Your elbows are by your rib cage. So if you can't do the forward lunge, you can do a backward lunge with the row like that. Or you can just step back and row and not lunge down. Or if you want something kind of in the middle for hardness, you can just squat and row if you can't do the lunge. 5 seconds left. And we're gonna go to a push-up row combo. So with that, take your poison. I don't have dumbbells, so I'm putting my plates flat. So get started with me if you can. Push up, however you're doing it. Row one arm, pick up your weight, row with the other arm. Push up, plank position on the toes and the hands, if you can, and row. Now you can just stay on your knees also and row. You can even row without weight on your toes or your knees. If you don't want to do the weights, that's fine. You can also do this at an angle, remember? Incline or against the wall and just squeeze your muscles. 5 seconds left. Hi, Auntie Linda. Squat press. So grab your dumbbells if you're using them. We're doing a squat and then we're shoulder pressing at the top. Squat, shoulder pressing. If you can't get this low, parallel to the ground, use your couch. Stand up, press. Squat, stand up, press. The reason we want to get our thighs parallel to the floor because we want to recruit glutes and hamstrings. We don't want too much stress on our quads because use our quads too much because that's a lot of stress on our knees. Because if we only go to here, that's a lot of stress on the knees. So we want to go to here to get all of these activated. 8 seconds left. That's why I tell you to use your couch. 2 seconds left. Okay, now we're doing a squat curl. The hard version is a squat curl at the bottom, stand up. The easier version is the squat curl at the top. Or you can use your couch again, same thing. You can change it however you need to change it. Almost out of frame over there. Squat curl. 15 seconds left. Just checking on the dog. 10 seconds. After this, we're going to a burpee. 4 seconds. I will show you modification. Okay, burpee, hard version. Jump your feet out. Oh, we're not doing a push-up. Ignore the push-up, sorry. Jump your feet in. You can also use your weights. Easier version, step out, step in, stand up. Or no weight at all is fine. Also, step out, get started with me if you can. If you can't do the plank, just bend over and stand up. If you're non-weight bearing and you have to sit down, just bend over and sit up. You can even use your couch for that too. You could sit down, bend over, and stand up. 10 seconds left. So we're planking out, planking in, jumping. 5 seconds left. And we're gonna go back to the top for round 2. All right. Lunge row again. If you're doing this hard version, lunging forward and rowing. Alternating legs with the row at the bottom. So once again, if you can't do this lunge, if you can do a reverse lunge, that's better for you, do that. If not, just do your step back and don't drop your knee. Or you can always just squat and row if that's the best you can do to your ability. 10 seconds left. Elbows are tight to the body. You're looking down at the floor a couple feet ahead of you. 3 seconds left. And then we're gonna go to our push-up row. So whatever combo you're doing, push up, row one arm, row with the other arm. Push up in between. Drop your knees if you have to. Don't use weights if you don't want to. I'm picking up and putting down my weight, so I go a little bit slower. You can even just drop at the bottom and then plank again on your toes. It's kind of halfway between push-ups on your knees and on your toes. You want to make them a little harder. 10 seconds left. And then we're going to stand up for our squat press. So suck your belly button in for this. Protect the low back. Okay, stand on up. And we're squatting and shoulder pressing. Your weights, if you're using them, are on your shoulders. Sit down on your couch if you need assistance to get low. After this, we're going to go back to our squat curl. Ten seconds left. Take rest whenever you need and join me whenever you're ready again. 3 seconds. Okay, keep that squat, but now we're curling. Either at the bottom or the top, or both if you want. I have real lightweight, so maybe I'll do both. It's pretty hard to curl at the bottom. You really have to engage those glutes. 20 seconds left. Also remember to drink water through this. Have a sip here and there. 10 seconds left. You can also just keep that curl for the top. It's a little bit easier. 2 seconds left. Okay, burpee time. So like I said before, if you're using an incline, stepping out, stepping in, standing up is the easy version. Or you can even jump out, jump in, jump up. Or you can do the hard version on the floor. If you have dumbbells, you could hold them the whole time. Keep them as you jump if you want. But you can always take out that jump. 15 seconds left. And we're going to go back to the top for round 3. 7 seconds left. 2 seconds. Okay, grab your weights. Lunge row again. However you are doing your version of the lunge, forward lunge or reverse lunge, or no lunge, and just a step back, or a squat, rowing with each leg. Keeping those elbows close to the body. The heavier your dumbbells, the more rest you're gonna end up having to take. But that's okay, that's good. That's what we want. We wanna build muscle. Regina, oh, you're welcome. Thanks for watching. 5 seconds left. You could even just do this seated and rowing. Okay, push up row. So like I said before, you can do the knees like this, or you can do an incline with your hands on the couch or the stand up and do it against the wall. You don't have to use weights if you don't want. You can just do the moves and row, squeeze your back. Squeeze those lats on the side. Suck the belly button in. Engaging the abs, protecting the low back. Looking down at the floor. So your neck is not looking that way or rounded down. You're straight down at the floor. Neutral spine, neutral neck. 2 seconds. Come on up, squat press again. Squat. Shoulder press at the top. Or you're using your couch if you have to. Or you could just do the shoulder part. You just want to sit on your couch. We are firing up that metabolism today, boosting our immune system, 5 seconds left. So then that way our metabolism doesn't have to work so hard. All right, squat, curl. Squat at the bottom, curl at the top, or you can curl at the bottom. It's harder, it's more awkward at the bottom, but if you want to make it harder, that's what you do, is curl at the bottom. And you can use your couch if you need. My little weights here are light enough that I can curl at the bottom and at the top. If you sit down on your couch, try to keep your glutes engaged still. Keep flexing them so you don't totally relax them. 3 seconds left. Okay, burpee time again. So hard version, out, in. Grab your weights, jump. Easier version, just plank out, plank in, grab your weights, stand up. Or, even easier, leave the weights. Even easier, you could just touch your toes, or you can use an incline. See if I can show you from the side. Standing up. 8 seconds left, and we'll go back up to the top for round 3. All right, grab your dumbbells again, or your soup cans, whatever you're using, and we're rowing and lunging. Again, alternating legs. Looking down on the ground, a couple feet ahead of you on the floor. If you're just joining us, you don't have to do a forward lunge. If you can't, you can do a rear lunge if it's easier on your knees, or you can just step back and not drop your knee, or you can squat. 4 seconds left, and we're gonna go to our push-up row again. So whatever version you're doing, toes with weights or no weights, you choose. Halfway in between toes and knees. That means dropping knees at the bottom, coming up to toes at the top. So if knee push-ups are too easy, but toe push-ups are too hard, do this in-between version, where you're just letting your body come down to the ground. Pushing up again, sucking the belly button in. 10 seconds left. And we're gonna stand up and do our squat press. Oopsies. Just leave those. 2 seconds left. Come on up. When you're ready, squatting with the shoulder press at the top. Or you can use your couch if you need. Oops, press at the top. You can press at the bottom on the couch if you want it. You can do both. If your weights are light enough, or if you're not using any weight at all. Whew. 15 seconds left. Couch over here. 10 seconds. 4 seconds. 2 seconds. Okay, keep that squat, but now we are doing a curl, bicep curl. Easier version, keep the curl at the top. Hard version, curl at the bottom. Pick your poison. You can do both if your weights are light enough. You can also use your couch for this again. $14 seconds left. I'm gonna go back to the burpee. 6 seconds left. 3. Okay, burpee. Hard version, planking out. We are skipping the push-up on this burpee today. Just take out the jump and step back. If you can't do the jump, that's perfectly fine. You also can drop your weights and not use them for this if you don't want. You can also Put your hands against the wall or the couch and use an incline to help you if you need. Whew, 10 seconds left. And then we're going back up to the top again for round 4. I think, or round 5, I can't tell. I think it might be the last round actually. Okay, sorry. Lunge, row. It happens when I talk too much. Lunge, row. Alternating legs. Actually, yeah, this will be the last round because there's only 3 minutes left on my timer. Whatever lunge version you're doing that now. Reverse lunge or no lunge and you're just stepping back, or you're doing your squat. 3 seconds left. And then we're going to push up row. So you can use weights if you want, but you don't have to. Push up, row, left arm, right arm. Mind brain is left arm, right arm. I always do my weakest limb first if I'm doing single limb movements. That's so my body will tire out based on the weaker limb. So the stronger limb doesn't always just get stronger and stronger. So we hope that weaker limb catches up a little bit. 12 seconds left and we'll stand up to our squat press again. All right, come on up. Dumbbells at your shoulders, squatting and pressing. Squatting, overhead press with the dumbbells. You could use a heavy bag for this, or if you just have like one really heavy weight, you can use 2 hands in front like this. Your shoulders will probably get more tired, which is fine. And you'll use a little bit more chest, which is also fine. Right now, we gotta make do with what we have available to us. 8 seconds left, which is why I'm using these, because this is all I have. But you can still get a good workout with no weight. Okay, squat curl. Squatting, either curling at the top, curling at the bottom, or both. Use your couch if you need for the squat. Sit down on the couch. Stand up like you do probably multiple times in the day, or the chair. We all know we're spending a lot of time sitting these days. Squat like you gotta squat on the potty too. You gotta sit down to potty. Eventually, 10 seconds left. So practicing this squat will really help when you have to get up and down off the potty. I say potty now because I have a dog and I tell it to go potty. Okay, burpee, last time. Hard version, jumping out, jumping in, grabbing the weights and jumping up. Easier version, just plank out and take out the jump. Or you can just touch the ground and stand up, or use an incline. Whatever you can do to the best of your ability. 20 seconds left. Suck that belly button in. Keep that lower back supported with those abs. 5 seconds left. Squeeze those glutes when you jump. Whew, that's it, we're done. Grab some water and wander around, keep your legs moving. Whew. That last one's a little kicker. My heart rate is going, which means most likely if you did this workout with me, your heart rate is going pretty high right now. So keep moving your legs, keeping that blood flowing through your body. We don't want to stop right away and sit because we don't want our blood to pool. We don't want to pass out. So when you're ready, come join me for some upper body stretches. Keep your legs moving until your heart rate and your breathing is under control. You can still stretch at the same time though. One arm across the body, across the chest, using the opposite arm to pull that arm towards you. So you are stretching the side of the shoulder into the back. And opposite arm. Switch if you have not switched. Now my breathing is coming under control. Bend one arm behind your back. Palm is flat on your back. Use this other hand to pull that elbow towards your head. Keep your ribs down and your belly button sucked in. Neutral spine. Feeling the stretch in the back of the arm and the triceps. So I don't want you over like this. I don't want you arched like that. Stand straight up. Nice long spine. Switch arms. You also don't have to be like over like this either. Okay, arms out to the side. Pushing the palms away from you, the heels of your hands, which is the bottom part here, away from you. Shoulders down, not up here, down. Arms are pretty straight. You don't have to lock them out though. And just gently bring your hands behind you. You'll feel the stretch in the biceps, top of the arm here, and into the forearms. Shake it out. Clasp your fingers behind you. Same thing, shoulders down. We always want our shoulders down. Bringing gently your hands up behind you, stretching into the chest and the front of the shoulders. Again, ribs down, belly button in. Keep that spine protected. We're not like this, not like this. Sucking that belly button in engages the abs. See what happens there? Just by sucking the belly button in. The knees fire because they are a cylinder, yeah, and they protect this guy. Okay, lower body stretches. Let's do quad stretch. So hang on to something if you need balance and grab your one foot with your palm, pull it towards your butt. Once again, sucking the belly button in, keeping the knees together, feeling the stretch in the quad, front of the thigh. If you need some help with this to feel it more, I sometimes tuck my butt under like a posterior pelvic tilt, just a little bit, kind of think of flexing that glute, and then you might feel a bit of a more stretch in the quad if you have really flexible quads. Switch legs. Same idea. You can still breathe with your belly button sucked in, by the way. Okay, hamstrings, split stance. Bend the back leg, keep a soft bend in this sort of straight leg. Rest your torso on the bent knee or thigh. Neutral spine, suck the belly button in. Bringing your chest gently towards the ground. Feeling the stretch in the back of the thigh and the hamstrings. Gently roll up, switch legs. You can think of pushing your butt to the wall behind you. That can deepen your stretch a little. Lowering yourself more to the ground helps deepen the stretch a little. Some people like to lift their foot. That really gets into further in behind the knee, so some people don't like that. Depends on your body. Listen to your body, don't force anything. The stretch should feel mildly, like a mild discomfort, but not pain. Okay, if you can do the hip flexor stretch on the ground, put something underneath this knee, like a pillow. If you can, and just gently lunge forward, stretching the front of the hip on this back leg here. Your hip flexors, I always hang on to something so I can relax into it. You'll feel it a little bit in the hamstrings here of the other leg and the glutes. Oh, I need to stretch this one more. It's getting tight. I haven't been stretching as much as I should. So what happens to me when I don't stretch as much as I should, probably happens to you too, is when you switch legs, if you haven't yet, is when you end up, going back to the gym or using those muscles and flexing those muscles you haven't been stretching, you can feel some pain and some lack of mobility, meaning you can't use your joint as fully as you may be used to because you're not stretching enough. We want to keep that range of motion with our joints, especially as we age, or else we'll just be all seized up and can't move and we'll need help to move. You want to be able to move freely on your own as you age. I mean, I do. I guess I can't speak for everybody else. Okay, calf stretch. If you have something to put your foot up against, like a couch or the wall that doesn't move, bring the ball of your foot up against it. Bring your body towards it, feeling the stretch in the calf. Or you can hang the ball of your foot off of something like a step or like a, 2x4 laying around a brick. Switch legs. If you want to stretch a little bit lower into the soleus here, which is like the lower part of the calf, you can do the split stance again and just bend that back leg. Keep yourself supported on something so you're not putting too much stress. This does stress your knee a little, so if you have bad knees, don't do this. If you do that and put your weight back into this one, you'll feel it. Keep your heel on the ground. You'll feel that stretch go lower. I can't do it very long though because then my quad starts to, my quad is working also. Oh, this one feels good. I have some tight calves because I haven't been stretching. Do as I say, not as I do. Just kidding. Okay, shake it out. Have an 11-second dance party. All right, drink some water. That's it. Thank you for joining me today